One nation, one voice. Welcome to all my countrymen and countrywomen, both young and old, both within Nigeria and in the diaspora. Something I want to talk about today is this herder-farmer conflict that we've been having. First of all, let me just say straight away, it is illegal to take people's personal land, possessions, farmland. It is illegal, as we already know, it's crime, it's criminal to rape women, it's criminal to kill children. And I want to make this clear, we know that it's not purely herders who have killed farmers. We know it goes both ways, but it's been disproportionate. And even then, I can't even say it's the majority of herders that are doing this, but there are armed groups and possibly terrorist groups and bandits and also vigilantes all wrapped up in the mix of this. But this is a fight for land, but not in the way that we assume it to be a fight for land. It's a fight for vegetation and for water. That doesn't make it better, but it's something that has happened all through history. Now, the question is, could the Nigerian government have stemmed or stopped the problem? Yes, they could have. Okay, I'm going to tell you truthfully. I have a solution to turn the northern part of Nigeria, especially areas that where it looks like desertification has exceeded into that land, if you want to put it that way, right? Penetrated parts of that land. I have a way to turn the northern part of Nigeria into lush green land. And it's not something that has not been done in other countries. And I can tell you that we can easily do it in Nigeria. I'm not going to give the solution here because someone actually watches my One Nation, One Voice at times and reads my Facebook, and then for some reason they go and feed it to the government and they probably do nothing with it. What I'm trying to say to you is that it is more than possible to do it. There are other countries that have managed to do this same thing that I'm talking about, that I wanted to talk about, which I won't talk about now, so there we are. But what I'm trying to say is there are countries that have managed to do this same thing. So we can do it. You could make the whole of the northern part of Nigeria, of north or center, down to almost close to the borders, you could make it lush land with flowing water. So why hasn't the Nigerian government done it? Because they don't have the solutions. And that's the truth. And that's also at the same time, they don't really care. I'm not going to lie to you. They don't really care about the people. It's more about politics, money, reputation, power. It's not really been about the Nigerian people. So, but what I'm saying is this, at the same time, so we have the solution to turn northern Nigeria into lush, green, watery land, which is what we need anyway, because most of the agriculture comes from the north. I know that we're starting to build it up a lot more, but at one point in time, it was 80% approximately of agriculture coming from the north and 20% coming from the south. I don't know if those statistics are exactly correct, but I do know there's a lot of produce that comes purely from the north and would be a lot more difficult to come from the south. So what I'm trying to say to you is that we need that agricultural land anyway, not just because there's cattle, right? That's not what I'm saying, but it gives us the opportunity to look at a more sophisticated, right, route to taking cattle to market. So the cattle, there'll be ranches, which I know the Nigerian government has been trying to do. Don't know, you know, Nigerian governments, you know what they're like. They pass from one government to another and then contracts. And we won't get into all the politics, but what I'm trying to say to you is that we need to be able to educate the herders into a more sophisticated option of getting their cattle to market. Now, but at the same time, having green, lush land in the north with sufficient water and then drinking water for the populace. I'm talking about for the average person, not like your upper middle class. I'm talking about the average person should have access to water, clean water, without using boreholes or whatever it might be. So what I'm trying to say to you is that there is a solution to the crisis, because ultimately, let me tell you something, nobody wants to be going through, I'm not lying to you, but I'm not, as you know, I'm not from the northern part of the country, but just common sense says to me, you don't want to be making that trip all the time just to get what's the point? You're just making money from cattle. Why can't I just do it from a distance? Anyway, so that was that point. And then at the same time, all that sand that we're talking about, that's a problem, or the sand that we have in the north, we can use that for renewable energy. Listen, you can use anything to turn into energy. Look at all the waste that we have. I mean, I'm not from Lagos, but let's give an example. All the waste that we have in many of the cities in Nigeria, we should be using that for renewable energy. And you can make energy out of anything. You can use sand, you can use dirt, you can use dust, you can use waste. So again, like, it seems like things are very complex in Nigeria, but they're not really. It's just bad governance. It really is. Over decades, it's just bad governance. I mean, that's why I said so many times before, the Nigerian leaders that we've had generally, they lack vision and enlightenment. And the truth is, so do the people, the masses, because they keep on voting the same people. It's just like, what's the point? So they give you a bag of naira today, or that's not going to last you for 4 years. Like, honestly, I don't know. Well, I'll get that into another video. But what I wanted to say to you is, there is a solution to the herder-farmer crisis. And I'm going to say again, I'm sorry for all those people that have lost their lives. It's not good, right? It's not good at all. But there is a simple solution. Can we start to, as Nigerian people, can we actually vote for a party or vote for a leader that actually has solutions? And that doesn't just look good, doesn't drive in an 80-car motorcade. Listen, that's just crazy as well. I wasn't going to talk about that, but I have to talk about that. Insecurity in the country, fuel subsidy removed, everyone's struggling, economy's not great, naira's devalued, people are starving, and you're driving in an 80-car motorcade? I don't want to get into the millions that those cars cost, those Land Cruisers. 80-car motorcade. Come on. Even President Putin doesn't drive an 80-car motorcade. Even President Trump doesn't drive in an 80-car motorcade. And in Nigeria, where we have real problems, this is crazy. Honestly, I don't know what you Nigerians think, but for me, it's madness. As I said, look for a leader and a party that has real solutions for Nigeria's problems. God bless you, Nigeria, and God bless you, Nigerians, wherever you are in the world. Love you. See you.